Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show with the first eBay video of 2015. Today is Friday, January 2nd, 2015. Today we're going to talk more about eBay rolling blackouts, and we're going to talk more about China sellers and some issues you guys have expressed in the last video and concerns that we'd like to address. Today I'm going to be using both my Mac and my tablet, so I'll be consulting with them back and forth, so just bear with me here. I'd like to start out with last week's video and some statements you guys made and some concerns. I was reading all the comments and just rereading them now, and yes, I'm very interested in what you guys have to say, and I noticed that it seems to me the majority of you agree with me that eBay is indeed conducting rolling blackouts. There are a few that disagree with me, and that's your privilege. You're free to say whatever you want. But I'm going to substantiate my reasons now. Now, as you know, some time ago, it was many months ago, eBay put out a memo, and in the memo, they themselves said they reserve the right to conduct rolling blackouts at will. I'm not making this up, guys. This isn't pie in the sky. This is something I read, and many of you have read. I remember at the time thinking to myself, why would eBay do that? It's counterproductive. If we don't make a sale, they don't make a commission on the sale. And I didn't quite understand why they would even talk about doing it. This was before I knew about the influx of China sellers coming in. We'll get to them later. But back to the video point in question. Rolling blackouts are in fact happening. What I did the last week is I plotted all my sales, what days they came in, what times they came in, to see if I could find some kind of a pattern. And this is what I came up with, folks. The last really super busy day for me was yesterday. Yesterday was New Year's Day. I had 3 screens. I'm going to back up so you can see all these. 3, that's screen number 1, number 2, number 3. 3 full screens of sales from yesterday. And I plotted the time they came in. I went onto Facebook at around 12 noon. That's what time I got home. And I looked at the comments, and people were saying they had already made sales for the first of the year, and at that time I hadn't made any. So I'm saying, oh Christ, I hope I'm not blacked out today. But by 12:15, my first sale came in. And it was busy all day. It was the busiest day I've had in as long as I can remember. My iPhone was ka-chinging right up until 10 p.m. approximately. That was my last sale. Now my point is, from 12:15 till approximately 10 at night, I had mad exposure. People were buying like I was giving this stuff away. At 10 o'clock, bang, everything stopped. All right? No more sales. Okay? Now, today is Friday. From last night at 10 o'clock to this very second, I haven't made a sale. Now guys, I don't want to hear that's a coincidence, because that's not a coincidence. In a short 10-hour period, I made approximately 10 sales. Then, from 10 o'clock till now, not a single sale? It's like I dropped off the map. I firmly do believe eBay imposes rolling blackouts. I have been told, yes, I have been told that they do this, and they are not intending to stop doing it anytime soon. Now the reason they're doing it is, of course, the influx of China sellers that we've been talking about. These big box sellers that are coming in, and they're able to ship from China to the United States through eBay cheaper than we here in the USA can ship to another customer right here in the USA. It's ridiculous. They don't have to adhere to the eBay rules that we have to adhere to. And their stores are not being blacked out like ours are. Do I expect this to change in the near future? Sadly, I don't. I really don't. I think it's sad. I think it's sad. I don't get it. If they were selling the real good quality merchandise, you know, that would be one thing, but they're not. I have, however, come up with a little idea that I think would be great. And I talked about this months ago. I want to talk about it a little more today. I want to show you something I've come up with involving the China sellers. I can prove to you right now that if eBay implemented my little idea, it would be a win-win for everybody. USA sellers would love it. Buyers would love it. And it wouldn't even hurt the China sellers because they'd still be able to function carte blanche, like eBay's letting them function right now, carte blanche. In other words, not adhering to our rules. If eBay would just add one drop-down menu that I'm going to show you now, that would solve the problem. Let me give you an example of what happened to me. A few weeks ago, I said that I don't buy as much on eBay as I used to, and that is true. It's much easier for me to buy from dealers and wholesalers directly. And let me tell you what happened to me about a week or two ago. I had some people come in, local customers, for some Toyota hubcaps that I didn't have. So I said to myself, let me buy a bunch on eBay so I can have them here for my local customers, because I ran out. They're a real popular hubcap. So I typed in, you know, Toyota hubcaps, you know, the year and model, like let's say, for instance, 2008 Toyota hubcap. All I got was pages and pages of that China reproduction garbage. I don't want to buy China reproduction garbage. I want to buy factory Toyota parts. That's what I want. And because eBay lets them saturate the market, I could not find what I wanted. I went through about 5 or 6 pages. I'm not kidding you. 5 or 6 pages, I gave up. So what I did was I called one of my wholesalers out in California, and he had them in stock. So I ordered them directly from him, and he shipped them to me, and I already got them. But my point is, eBay needs to make distinctions. So here is what I propose. Okay, see this? This is a proposed drop-down menu. When you type in your search criteria, whether it's a Rolex watch, 86 Caprice hubcap, or Caprice taillight, or Caprice side view mirror, there would be 3 choices. Number 1, genuine name brand item. Number 2, knockoff reproduction copy. Number 3 is see all. So for instance, I would always check off the top one, genuine name brand item, which would take me right to the factory Toyota parts. And if any of the China sellers would deviate and put cheap reproduction and classify them as genuine items, that would be a big, big no-no, and eBay would have to act on that. For those who want the cheap knockoff reproduction copy items, they could check that particular field and they would be led right to the China sellers. Or for someone that wants the choice of everything, which is the way it is right now, you would just click on see all. How many civilian buyers, I mean, you know, a non-dealer, a regular mom and pop buyer, how many civilian buyers do you think get turned off on eBay when they're looking to buy an item and they're just inundated with China garbage? I know I was, and I know what I'm doing. Can you imagine how a civilian would feel? eBay needs to act on this sooner rather than later. This is my opinion, but it's also just good business. People want to know what they're getting. and they want straight torque. They don't want Toyota style hubcap or Rolex look-alike watch. They either want to buy a Rolex or they want to buy a cheap repro. Give the customer the choice. Don't deceive the customer, and give the sellers a chance to sell their good, genuine, name brand items. And make it a level playing field. This is my idea. What I'd like to know, my first question to you guys, I should have asked this one earlier in the video, but I forgot, got carried away. With a yes or no answer, do you guys feel eBay is conducting rolling blackouts? So what I'd like you to do is, number one, type in, yes, I believe eBay is conducting rolling blackouts because, and fill in your answer, or no, I don't think eBay is conducting rolling blackouts because, and your answer. I want to take an informal poll. My second question, regarding what I just showed you here, do you think this drop-down menu is a good idea, yes or no? I'm not asking you if you think eBay will implement it, because I think we know the answer to that. I'm just asking you, do you think it's a good idea? Right now, a good idea for me is a glass of juice. As I said, my original plans were to film this video outside and wear my nice cool PayPal hat. Yeah, neat. But it's cloudy and it's cold and I don't want any part of that. It's depressing. So that's the situation, guys. I firmly believe, and I mean this, that if our stores were open, to use an expression, open on eBay 24/7, I believe we would all be booming, just like I was yesterday. There's no way my store is open right now. It's impossible. It's just impossible. I made a barrage of sales yesterday between 12 p.m. and 10 p.m. and today, zero. Since 10 p.m. last night, something doesn't jive. I'd like you guys to go back to your sales last week and try and figure out, or not try, figure out the days and times of the sales. And don't you notice how they're all bunched together? Like you'll do 5 sales, bang, 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 then nothing? The next day, nothing? Guys, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, chances are it's a duck, all right? I would love to see eBay stop the rolling blackouts, because eBay rolling blackouts are for real, my friends. And my other main topic was the China sellers. I know they're here, I know they're going to stay, and I know they're getting special considerations and allowed to do more than we are, and I don't like it, but I have no say in it. What I'm simply saying is if eBay would implement this, this would eliminate all the problems. Do you agree or do you disagree? That being said, I'd like to tell you that I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys stop by next Friday here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. Comments below. And I am out of here. Rock on, guys. Hope your stores are open today.